Happy Thursday, everyone. We're back again with another Go Shop Local edition, and as you can see around me, we've got toys, and more toys.
Yeah.
So we have Delia here with us from Walkn On Water. Thanks so much, Delia,
Yes.
for being here with us today.
Thank
we
you.
actually interviewed you back in December when we were
Yeah.
we kind of had this idea back when it was Christmas time to do this, and seemed lots of people enjoyed it, so that's why we're doing the Go Shop Local again.
Yeah.
And we were on Zoom back then. But
That's right.
This time we're actually in person, and yeah, it's like a kid in a candy store here. It's kind of cool to see the
Exactly.
place.
Yeah.
Anybody that hasn't been here before, I mean, just behind me is Highway 16, the RCMP station's over there, so you've got, you're on the corner here. I guess you tell us about your little place. How did it come about, or how did you start this?
Yeah, so, long story short, I started in a school bus here in Lloyd, and so then we kind of converted. The school bus could only go certain months of the year, like summer.
Right.
And so I felt like I still wanted to sell toys outside of the summer months, so I was looking for a spot, and we owned this house. So I went to the city and asked if I could start a small business out of the house. And so that's kind of how it started, and kind of just, we rezoned it, and then now we're here full time and our hours have extended, and so that's kind of how it started.
So when did you open, or when did this
I opened,
location-
so we just celebrated 4 years last week. So yeah, 4 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so tell us about like the product here. What can they expect when they come here? What are they gonna find?
So the biggest thing for me, I find, like, because you're competing with big box stores and that sort of thing, so we really want it to be a unique, special experience for kids and parents, of course, but kids are kind of our market.
Right.
And so they're the ones that get the parents here.
Yeah.
So I try to find unique things that you can't find at other stores. So I constantly am on trying to flip inventory fast. So you might see something today, but you come a little while later and it's gone. So we always try to move it, and I always try to find unique, different stuff. And I find I get that feedback. It's like, where did you find this, or where did you get this? So yeah.
I know my wife, when she comes, she brings the kids often, and she says the same thing. It's like you just can't find this anywhere else, or like where I never even knew this existed.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
there's so many different things. I mean, I'm looking back here, and you see like all the floaties for summer, and
exactly.
like an avocado. Who wants to float on an avocado? You don't see that everywhere.
You don't. No, I love it. And the Corgi, that one, you could ride on that, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, they're neat. But I think that's what's neat, is that kids will come in and they'll encourage, like, this is the coolest store. So for me, that's huge, because I do it for the kids, because you got to think like a kid when you're buying this stuff. So it's an experience. You're selling an experience. So.
I remember when we did our interview back then, you talked about, there's even different little things you do different, like if there was a TikTok craze or different stuff like that, you're always kind of on top of what's happening. And
so I think it helps following other toy stores too, like out of the States and wherever, people that I've got to know that own other toy stores across Canada, and just following what they're up to. But TikTok is big. And it's nice because it's short, little, fast videos, and it's easy to showcase a toy.
Right.
And make it fun. So we just follow what's happening there, and I think that that's the key. That's always going to change too with kids, and it's like, okay, now what are they on to now? So I'm sure you find that as a parent. It's like, okay, that trend is over. Yeah.
I did notice the big thing was like those pop-it.
Yes.
Like they're fidget, or explain to people, it's just like you're popping something, but it's just like a fidget thing.
That's right. Yes, exactly. Well, my husband explains it as like a what's that stuff and stuffy?
Like bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. Yeah. So it's kind of like that idea, and it's a fidgety thing. Some parents allow them to take them to school. Some teachers don't like them. Some encourage it. So it's kind of all over the place. You gotta feel that out. But that's probably the next fidget spinner, they call it, because it's so big. And that's a spin-off into all these other fidget things. I don't know if COVID started that, but it started this last year, so it's still big.
So do you find it's hard to keep stuff sometimes?
Yes.
Like you got demand for certain things?
Yes, and that's kind of what I was telling you, is that I was explaining to Chris that if people want anything when they see things either I post or on a video that I posted, we have our website, and we try to encourage people to buy things on the website because they'll sell out so quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just walkononwater.com. And the thing is that if you're at the Wainwright store or the Lloyd store, that's a nice way to order, and then you know you have it. So if you see something you like, you can get it right away.
That's great as well. I forgot about that. There
That's
is a
okay.
Wainwright store as well.
Yes, there is. So that one's a little different because I opened it November before COVID hit.
Oh, okay.
So that one was hard for us because it was like we were only open 4 months and then COVID hit. So it had a little different story than this one. We were kind of already on our feet.
Right.
And we had some customers there. That will be 2 years in November, but it's starting to pick up some pace now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah.
So best way if somebody can't come in here to find anything is go to the website.
That's right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And is the website updated often, or?
Yeah. So right now we update the minute we get the product in.
Okay.
We're working towards that the minute the product comes in and it goes in our POS system, it'll show online. So we're in the process of doing that, and you can actually see how many will be in Lloyd and how many will be in Wainwright. So that'll be like, stay tuned, should be in a few weeks here. So
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I encourage everybody to check out the website. It is an awesome website, and then a great way to keep on touch of what is out there and grab it before somebody else does, because if you don't, it's I've seen some things where it's gone in like a day.
Yeah,
and it's not there anymore.
Yeah. Exactly.
So they can find you there, and then any little updates, they can probably find you on social media, I assume?
Absolutely, yeah, social media. That's the best way to find out what's new and in right away.
Right.
And then on our website, I try to keep that homepage. That's kind of shows you what's new and stuff. So yeah.
Cool. So a couple last questions.
Yes.
What is your favorite, or what's your favorite toy in here?
Ooh. There's so many. I would probably say, I don't know, I think I would probably go back to like some basics, like, I don't know, like the slap bracelets, all the, I don't know, fidgety stuff, I guess, for me, I love, because I didn't realize that I'm a fidgeter, but if I have the freaking thing on, I'm snapping it or something like that. But like the slime, parents hate it, but like, I love all the different kinds of ones. I'm kind of a big kid. I think it's just I didn't realize that in my 40s I'd be selling toys, but I absolutely love it. I think I just relate to the kids and just know that, I don't know, they love it and I love it, so it's just fun. It's fun to sell.
What's the most unique toy you've ever seen come through here?
Most unique, oh my gosh. I'm looking around trying to think of what the answer would be. Most unique. I don't know, the first thing that comes to mind is like that stretchy banana or the stretchy poop. And I know it sounds super weird, but poop sells. So anything that poops, like I had a little girl come in on Saturday, and she was she's only 2, and she's trying to tell me and her dad like what she wanted, and he finally figured out she wanted anything that pooped. So we were running around her. Anyway, we found her it. So that's the things, like I think it's that novelty, unique things that you can't find anywhere else. I remember as a kid, like San Francisco.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that? Yeah. So there were certain things that you could only find there. So that's kind of neat that you can. Oh, the other thing is shock toys. If you never thought that's if somebody was ever to tell me before I opened a toy store that is something that would sell all the time. Anything that shocks, always think it's hilarious. So it's like, it's a keychain that shocks you or whatever. So shock toys sell. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see my kids being into something like that.
Yeah, inflicting pain, yeah.
Cool. Yes, well, I do encourage everybody, come check it out. We've got this little hidden gem here in the city. I mean, not every city has a Walkn On Water. So
thank you.
Thanks, Delia, for being here, for putting up with me for this couple minutes.
Yes.
And check them out online, on social media, and in person if you can. It's I mean, there's different rooms of everything here, and there's something for everybody. So thanks, Delia.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you.